Have you ever wondered how anime is made? Seeing the great animation and art style and...
And special effects, like tons and tons of special effects.
No? Well, I did, and spent the last 5 days gathering information. And today I'm gonna explain the whole process of making an anime in the most
Simple.
way possible. But before we get started, please subscribe. It really helps the channel to appear to more people. So, let's get started. So the process of making anime actually goes through 3 different stages: before production stage, during production stage, and after production stage. So in order to make an anime, obviously the studio needs an idea.
And budget.
So in this video we have many characters, and I'll start with the first one.
The producer.
So the idea actually comes from this guy. He goes to the studio and presents them with the idea. The producer might take the idea from manga, light novel, or visual novel. And of course, the mangaka has to approve so that the studio can start making the anime. But now you might be thinking, from where the studio gets the money from? Well, great question. Keep it in mind, we're gonna talk about it in a second. So after the mangaka gives permission, the producer, with a team he gathers, starts searching for sponsors and companies that can benefit from this anime, like toys companies that make figures. And hopefully the city gets lots of money, cause an anime costs a lot to make. And I mean
A lot. So you better be grateful that your favorite manga gets an anime adaptation, you piece of shit.
nah, I'm just kidding. I love you. So the budget that comes from sponsors splits in 2 halves. First half goes to the studio, cause an anime episode can cost from $100,000 to $300,000. And the second half goes to the TV channel that will broadcast the anime. So the crew actually consists of the producer and
The director.
the director will employ character designers, mega designers, background designers, scenario writer, color designers. And now our friends, the director, the producer, and the sponsors will discuss the anime details, like how many episodes the anime will have and a lot of other things. So we have the idea, we have the money. Now what? Now comes the third character of the video.
The scenario writer.
And this guy is in charge of writing the character dialogues. Remember the director that I talked about a few minutes ago? Yeah, good memory. The director will decide how the dialogues be in the episodes, as well as the appearance of the episode, like camera movement and camera angles. This is called storyboard, and storyboards are simple drawings of how the episode will go, and usually the director will draw them. And storyboards contain the length of each scene, character movement, camera movement, and the dialogues. After that, they will start designing the layouts, and it's actually just putting the characters with the backgrounds to measure how good do the characters fit with the backgrounds. And at this point, the backgrounds are simple. Then, these backgrounds will be sent to background design department, and the background designers draw backgrounds either by hand, which is the old way, or draw it digitally using the computer, which is the new way. That's a lot of info. After that comes the key animation, which is not draw a key and then animate it. I'm just kidding. Please don't leave. Key animation is actually just drawing the main frames of the animation scene. Take this for example. The key animator draws only the main frames. Remember this because we'll return to it in a minute. In the past, the key animation was drawn by hand, but now the CG started gaining popularity because it saves time and money. But you know what's bad about it? After that, the in-between animators comes into play, and their role is to fill the gaps of the key animation from earlier. Remember this? Notice that it's not smooth, and that is because there's only 3 drawings. And to make the animation smooth, we add drawings in between them. See how smooth it became? But most of the time, the key animator also draws the in-betweens, like this scene of Kenny's crew chasing Levi.
Shit, they predicted our every damn movement.
Here, the key animator also drew the in-betweens. That's why it's so smooth. So, after all that hard work, all drawings go to the coloring department. Well, chat colors, of course, is silly. And after it's been colored, all scenes go to a program called Retail Studio. It's a program designed specifically for animation, and they start editing and putting effects to the episode. And with that, my dear friend, the episode is ready. What's that? I hear you saying that I haven't talked about voice acting stage. And to that, we'll move to the final stage. Of course, the episode isn't finished yet, because we still need voice actors, or the whole characters will be like Nishimiya.
おえんきちき
This actually might be cool. So in this stage, the studio hires voice actors to do character voices.
何にもできねえじゃねえかよ何にもあ
And they start adding sound effects like walking, air, exploding. And in this stage, they will add the osts, ostis, osts, and in background music, whatever. And they will re-edit the episode again to add the sounds. And at this stage, they might do the dub versions. And that, my dear friend, is how anime is made. Thank you all for watching. I haven't introduced myself yet. This is my first video. I'm Zaid. Yeah, that's it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe and share this video with your friends. And hit that like button. This will really help the channel. And if you want to support me even more, you can support me on Patreon or PayPal. The links are in the description. With that said, see you in the next video.